baby. Welcome in. Hi, Chosen. Welcome in, my love. Thank you for the love, Ren, baby. Welcome into this room, honey. Thank you for that. I appreciate y'all for being here. Hey, Natasha. I'm good, baby. How are you? Good to see you, beautiful. Good to see you guys. Appreciate y'all for being here. Be all in. Did I say that right? Yeah, be all in. Thank you for the follow, baby. I appreciate that. I'm well. Good. I'm very glad to hear that. Mercury retrograde been kicking my ass respectfully. I'm exhausted. But as this song just said in the background, whether times are good or bad, I'm grateful. Okay? Tired, grateful. Exhausted, grateful. Feeling the growing pains, but grateful. That's me. That's me right now. Okay? That is me right now. One of the biggest things out of all the things, right, that could happen during like Mercury retrograde, just the little minor frustrations. One of the things that pissed me off the most, I drop stuff constantly during Mercury retrograde. Or stuff is just always falling. If it's not like dropping out of my hands, it's like it's always just falling to where I'm constantly in this motion of just like picking shit up or just like it's just clumsy. I don't know what. And more than anything, most times, if I don't already know, or if I'm not aware that there's some sort of like retrograde going on or something happening or coming up, that we in one, because stupid shit like that start happening. So I've been having to be very patient day to day. Yeah, yeah. And today, it happened. That's why I say I have to be patient, because retrograde, you either gonna work with it or it's gonna whoop your ass, okay? And as y'all see, I said it's been whooping my ass because clearly there's places where, you know what I'm saying, I'm being tested, okay? And so today, I've been having this particular energy that was in my, okay, Pierces. I've been having this particular energy that's been like in my space, okay? And if y'all don't mind sharing this live with a couple people, that will help me out a whole lot. We're going to have a chit chat today for the collective energy, all right? But I'll get into that in a minute. I'm going to pull up a poll for y'all to vote, okay? But yeah, I've been having this particular energy that's been in my room, that's been in my space. And I know it's a protector. But today it came back around pretty heavy. So much so to where I could like see it. I was sitting in this chair right here. Um and I want to say I was either on my phone or watching one of my shows on Netflix. And I was just kind of looking and I saw it moving around. And I was like, hey, don't know who this is, but I just want to let you know that I see you and feel free to let me know what you need, like why you here. Hi, baby. Good evening, my love. Now y'all have to understand I have a different understanding and relationship with spirit. So where most people would freak out if they think there's some sort of spirit in their room, I don't. I just address it because that's all they want. If it's moving around, if it's making itself visible to you, it wants to be acknowledged. So when you find out what it wants, if it's something you want to give it, cool, let it stay. Give it what it need, and they'll go on about its business. If you don't want to give it what it need, send that motherfucker on here. But don't be afraid in your own space, okay? Anyway, so I'm like, what's going on? I see you. I was like, you free to give me a sign, let me know what you need. So I kind of shift my attention back to what I was doing, what I was watching or whatever. And so out of nowhere, my notebook was like sitting, this notebook where I do my list, right, was sitting, and I had a tarot deck that was sitting on top of the notebook. And it just like fell on the floor, and the tarot deck had just like, kind of fanned out. A few cards had flipped over. And in that moment, right, this is why I say like he was whooping my ass, because my immediate thing was like start swinging in the air. Like I'm counting at this point how many times a day I done dropped something. This how much is pissing me off. But then I was like, wait, remember you just told that energy to send you a sign, like if they want to communicate with you or tell you something. And knocking the tarot deck over was the angel's way of letting me know, like, hey, pull some cards, like, so I can let you know why I'm here. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then I do the reading, figure out why the angel here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it all just makes sense. You bringing me a message literally about something I had talked to spirit about. So, saying all this to say, y'all really, just work with the retrograde energy for whatever, even if it's not affecting you in any sort of way. Cool, even let that be, right? Be grateful for that. Be productive at this time. But if that shit is just kind of putting you on hold, causing these unnecessary delays, good evening, baby, or just causing these little minor frustrations, breathe. Okay, breathe, loved ones, and still see, the messages, still see what spirit is trying to show you through this right here. Okay, even if it is just sitting down and just being like, all right, you got to count, you got to take a moment, you got to pause, do that. Okay. Yeah, me too, sis. It's a tricky one, and maybe it's because it's the one that's following the eclipse. Tika, thank you for the follow, love. It's kind of, still working those changes in, and you know what I'm saying, getting us used to all of that. So it's an interesting one. I know everybody's digesting it differently. So I don't want to project my energy onto anybody else. Your experience is your experience, but pray for y'all, coach. Okay, just pray for y'all, coach. That's all I'm gonna say. What's up, K baby? Yeah, so that too, sis. Your personal birth chart, you know what I'm saying, like, is also gonna play a part in how this is working for you. So just be patient and remember there's a lot going on right now in the air, in the atmosphere, all right? So what we gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna put up a poll right quick. I want y'all to vote if you can. Um, yeah, baby, I have been. I really have been. Spirit been keeping me working, but I'm a little tired though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little exasperated. Uh, okay, let me put this poll up. Top left corner of the screen, y'all. If y'all don't mind, poll to let me know what type of Q&A would you like to do today. Okay, my list is open for readings. Readings today are 2222. Okay. Um, it is gonna be a little slight price adjustment for a while. Okay. I know if you've been here, I normally do 1818, but I know I'm worth more, and I think a $4 adjustment is not too much to ask. But if it's feasible and you do want to get on the list, my list is open 2222. The payment methods are listed in the bio. Okay, I do accept PayPal, Cash App, and there is a donate tab if you click the link in my bio that will allow you to pay with your card if you don't use Cash App or PayPal. Um, all of the collectives that we have done though, because normally I do readings, full readings with the collective for free. All of those that we have done are posted on my YouTube. Okay, so make sure you check that out. You can click the link in my bio to find that, or you can just type in Coach YouTube and you'll see my Live Your Truth with Terrica page, and you can catch up on all the hours of goods that are there. Okay, honey, because Spirit be having us reading down. But otherwise, hi baby. Welcome in. Make sure y'all vote in this poll. Okay, we are gonna do a Q&A. There's a few options here on the Q&A we can do. We can do some spiritual how-tos. Y'all can ask like, how do you do this, coach? How would you approach this? Da da da. We can also do personal questions for me if you just want to know about my life. There will be very few things that I'll plead the fifth on. I'm a pretty open book, okay? So about it. But then we have option C, which is my story time, okay? So feel free again to ask any questions. Tell us about the time when this happened or that happened, or you know what I'm saying? Like we just gonna chit chat tonight. So if you haven't voted, hey Juicy Baby. If you haven't voted, please make sure top left screen. If you are a moderator, I don't think it'll let you vote, sorry. But for all my other loved ones that are in the room, my tribe, make sure you put in a vote for me. Tay, thank you for the follow, baby. Welcome in everybody too as well. Hi, my love. If you are new here, welcome in. May you forever love it here, beautiful souls. And know that spirit sent you here for the most wonderful reasons, okay? Um, this is your tribe now. We're not letting you leave. We're not letting you go. And if you are tribe already, welcome back in, okay? After having never left from the first time that I told you that you weren't gonna leave, okay? We go together real bad, and I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for being here, okay? I hope y'all had a wonderful day today. Hope y'all are feeling all the love I'm sending your way constantly throughout the day. If you're just coming in, make sure you hit this poll at the top left corner. Let us know the Q&A we're gonna do today. But yeah, again, if this is your first time here, welcome in. If you've never gotten a reading with me, you should. Okay, it's a beautiful experience. It's a life changer. As well, my website, CoachTerrica.com, is available if you would like to get a private reading outside of live, if you would like to go in depth, if you would like to get some shadow work journal prompts as well, to get some deeper healing affirmations, channeled affirmations. We do mediumship readings. We do dream interpretation. We do life coaching. We do it all over here. Okay, so tap in with me. We got about 30 seconds left on the poll, okay? So if you haven't voted, make sure you tap in. Let's see where we at with it. Coach T's story time is in the lead right now. We have personal questions for Coach at 11:11. 33:33. I love all these magical numbers we got on this poll right now. I'm here for it. All right. Story time one. Story time one. So I don't know how we should do it. I don't know if I should just start dropping stories on y'all ass or or if y'all want to ask questions like, you know, what happened with this time or what started this or oh, let me know how y'all feeling. What y'all want to chat about? What? I got plenty of stories. That's really gonna be one of the like one of the branches of my podcast. It's gonna be just a story time where I just tell y'all some of the wild shit that done happened to me in my life. I don't even know if Netflix ready, baby. I don't even know if Netflix is ready, honey. Talk to me. What it is, what it ain't. Y'all so quiet tonight. Look at this. See, I think the readings be making y'all channel because when I be reading, people be putting paragraphs in the comment sections about the stuff that happened and this and this and this. Questions too. Sometimes questions that I can't stop and answer because I be channeling and reading. Now y'all got an open floor. Y'all quiet. It's been a little weird energy wise. Thank you for the love, beautiful. Supporting the day like that. Weird in what way? I don't know which story to ask. What was your first spiritual encounter? Hi, Joey Love. Um, that's a good question. My first spiritual encounter that I can remember, I'll say this, okay, because I grew up in church, so I had a lot of spiritual encounters. Like I witnessed a lot of them. But the first time, hey Kimmy baby, the first time I feel like, I really knew like spirit was just like letting me know something like clear as day. You know what I'm saying? Showing me something about my gifts. It was like a very, very, hey, it's Kimmy love. It was a very, very, just straightforward. This is spirit, can't deny it. I was laying in my room one day. I think I was like 14. Had to be like 14, 13, 14. Hey Tracy baby. Um and I was just kind of like laying across my bed. And so for whatever reason, I was just eyes open, just kind of like daydreaming. And I saw this vision of my sister, right, who I grew up to know that was my mom, right? Fake mama sister, walking up to my room and knocking on my door asking me a very specific question. Now, the vision seemed so random to me. The question was random. It was nothing about the vision that was like really spiritual other than me seeing it. But literally 2 seconds after I had the vision, she walked up to my room, knocked on the door, same fashion, same question, literally what I saw. And so I was so dumbfounded in the moment, that when how like on the movie when something happened, like you ask a person a question and they're like so weirded out and the person is looking at them like, are you okay? Like, why are you looking at me like that? That's how she was looking at me because I was so stuck at the fact that it had just happened. I was almost delayed in my answer to her because I was like, there's no fucking way that I just saw that happen and then it happened. Um, so that was the first time I can very distinctly remember like knowing that I had like a spiritual gift, like spirit was showing it to me. It shook me so bad. Like I can remember like thinking about it. And the fact that I can still remember it just like I was in this moment. So are you, baby. Thank you. Um to that detail. Like I damn near remember the question. I can't, but I damn near can't. But that was the first time where I was just like, okay, there's something real to this. The church aspect, I knew spirituality was real. I knew enough not to question it, but I didn't understand it. I'll say it like this: I didn't understand how I fit into it. Okay, we grew up in church watching grown folks be saved. The kids was just the kids of the church and the grown folks were saved. The grown folks was the ones who could get close to God. The grown folks was the ones who could, be in the pulpit and preach and use their spiritual gifts or who even had spiritual gifts. That was my understanding. So that brought me the closest to spirituality that I felt like I had been in my life to that point. Now, mind you, I had been a gifted ass little kid all my life. I had been prophesying all my life. I had been speaking the truth all my life, but I didn't realize what was happening. Other people around me was freaking out. And like, how does she know that? Like, who's telling her that? But I'm just thinking, moving innocently, like, yeah, this is gonna happen. Da, 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 da. But at 14, that's when I was first like conscious of how strong and powerful the gift was and how I could see. Richard, thank you for the follow, love. So yeah, that probably was the most trademark moment where I can remember like knowing spirit for real or knowing that spirit was speaking like directly to me or showing me something directly. Um Aya, I hope I said your name right. Thank you for the follow, baby. Thank you for asking that question, my love. That's y'all got for me. Hey cat baby. Welcome in, beautiful. I was 3 years old, yeah, I say. It's early. And I feel like spirit has been restoring my memory too. So a lot of times in situations like that have been coming back in those memories, and even what's been coming out like in the collectives where I've been telling y'all like, don't run away from your memories. Be okay with the memories that spirit is bringing back, because there's something there that you need to see. There's something that is important. So I'm sure there's going to be where, spirit will show me that I was having spiritual encounters way early, way early on. But that one for sure was like very significant, like a starting point for me. It was also the point that made me start asking more questions. I started asking questions that was getting me in trouble too. That's when I should have known that something was up. Like, y'all motherfuckers on, you know what I'm saying? Some other shit here. Okay. Yeah. My children don't dream like the fire, but I have, right? I dream like that too. Dream people being in car accidents and shit, like prophesying people's passings or seeing people who passed away in the past. Do you ever see things in dreams? Sometimes, when it's relevant for me to see. I am a person who holds like a lot of different gifts, right? And it's not meant for me to, let me not say that. It is meant for me to, but I am a person. I'm in, how do I say this? I'm in my master lifetime, okay? Like I'm a life path number 11. This lifetime is like really, really important for me. It could very possibly be my last human lifetime. But this is the one that is a culmination of all of my past lives. Um, Now, while I can't interpret dreams, I am not solely a dreamer. Okay, so now a lot of my babies that are here, they know what I mean when I say that, because they dream all the time and they always see their dreams. If you're a dreamer, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. You remember it all. It's almost like you watch a movie every night. You can get up and document everything that you saw. But for me, spirit only allows me to see the dreams in this lifetime that are important. Like if I need to get some information from that space, if there's somebody I need to see in the dream, if there's a message from my personal situation, then yes, I'll see things, I'll remember things. Other than that, my sleep is really meant for me to shut all the way off. My spirit, you know what I'm saying, like may still be up moving around, in other dimensions doing what needs to be done, but I'm not always conscious of that because I'm meant to rest, because I do so much in this earth. Like as a human, spirit had to make my rest count. So I'm not a dreamer, if that makes sense. I'm not active in every night in my dreams. Others of y'all have to be, because that's your mission. That's what I'm saying, that's a part of your work. So you're going to see more, you're going to feel more, you're going to have different experiences when you sleep. But for me, it's almost like I have to, because I'm like a machine when I'm up, and like how y'all see me on live just reading and doing this and multitasking and that. I was like that all day long. Jasmine, thank you for the follow. So when I have to sleep, it has to go like completely off, completely unplugged. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, when I do need to see things in dreams, or like when messengers come to me, I can see it, I can remember it, I can hear it. Um, Muffled voices could be um your ancestors. Ask them to make their voice clear. Sometimes they don't understand that you can't hear them. They don't speak human. So you have to let them know that they need to communicate with you clearer what they're trying to say. You can let them know. This is the collective energy love. We're doing the collective Q&A today. This is kind of story time, people asking questions, and we getting into it. Okay, so this is the collective, but the list is open. Readers are 2222. Have your abilities help you with relationships with partners? No, actually it hasn't. um for me, there's one person that's assigned for me, that's built for me. I'm very, very, very under like sure of that. For most connections, it complicates things because I'm so advanced. I'm a master in my energy, and I'm not saying. I understand. I'm not saying that in a braggadocious way, but I've told y'all before that the entirety of my life, how I've been separated, everything that I've gone through has been training me and ordaining me to be able to speak all languages when it comes down to my tribe, who I'm able to help. There's not a person in this world that I cannot help. So with me having that hermit vibe about me, and not just like the individuality, but the what the hermit represents, like the wisdom, like the older person, the person you go to be like, hey, like, well, I need advice, I need help, you know what I'm saying? That's the struggle for me. Most people don't know how to serve me as a friend or truly serve me in a relationship. So I always end up being the helper or the healer, and it's not really a relationship. So that's why I say it doesn't really help. Now, when I meet that person that's built for me, that understands their assignment and their role in my life, then we'll have a different conversation. But that'll be about that man, that man. You get what I'm saying? Or like that soul tribe, or like those friends that God sends. But in general, day to day, it doesn't make sense. It does. Girl, you made me literally start crying to talk about this. A real struggle. And I appreciate you for asking that question because it's a real struggle. I'm an Aquarius. It's a real, real, real struggle. And when I do these readings, rah rah, I got you, baby. You'll be number one on the list. Thank you for sending in. When I do these readings as well with the collective, and we talk about, spirit sending you guys friends, soul friends that understand you on like a deep level, a real level, soul family. That's for me too. I don't have that. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't have that. When I say that y'all are that to me, I mean that. Cause in day to day life, I don't get that. Thank you for the love, baby. I don't. And when I'm not dealing or around strategically, people who are healed, it doesn't make sense ever. Just vibrationally, it doesn't feel right. Even in conversation, thank you for the love, Mocha baby. In conversation, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always this awkwardness, or there's always this pressure for me to carry the conversation. It's always me having to alchemize people's words because the automatic thing is to speak negativity, to talk negatively, to so it's like I always feel like I'm working, versus getting in a space where somebody who is saying something that I can just breathe in and be like, you know what, that made so much sense. That just, I don't get that. I don't get that often. So when I say that I'm grateful for y'all, I mean that. And when I say that I take pride in holding the space to where y'all can not have to say that, to where y'all can be like, I know if don't nobody else love me, you know what I'm saying? Coach love me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I know that don't nobody else understand me, coach and the tribe understand me. I take a lot of pride in that. Because that's the one thing about a healed person. We don't recreate the trauma. We create the solution to what we don't have. So that's what this is for me. You understand? Everything. Everything. So with me being in the space to where I'm always staying accountable to not compromising my peace, my energy, whatever I present to you here is what I present everywhere. Please know that that does present challenges for me to hold that standard, but do I let up off of it? No. And if it don't make sense, I don't want it. If it don't mean healing, I don't want it. If it don't bring peace, I don't want it. So as of now, my love, you know, y'all are that for me. Again, that's just what it is. And dating doesn't really, happen for the same reasons too. Because that's even more complicated. If it's complicated just on the friendship level, then you already know what I'm saying. Like when you adding in the romantic part too, it's like we can't even talk about that for most people. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm nice to people always. I'm kind. Like I say, if people feel attracted, because that's the thing, I still always attract people. I think that's kind of what make it come. When I understand for myself that there's going to be this complication, naturally, I kind of just isolate, I just kind of, I'm going to just chill over here. I don't got to be in the motion. I ain't looking for the friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing me. But then I still have this attractive energy where people like, well, I don't know why I'm, being pulled into you. And I'm knowing probably because you need something. You know what I'm saying? Probably because the healer in me, you know what I'm saying, is pulling up a radar for all of the issues that you ain't healed the past few years, that you just all of a sudden now feel led to heal because I'm in the room. So just again having to draw those healthy boundaries, still think like a empathic person, and not mishandle anybody that God is sending into my life. But at the same time, bitch, I'm at lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to chill, I want to have peace. I'm not getting paid for this. Like all of those things. So it's a delicate balance day to day. And I get it why a lot of people just, stay in that isolation and really just kind of avoid, like, I don't want to do people again. Like, as I've been telling y'all, you got to do it, and have been showing up for myself. We got to do it. We got to find the balance day to day. The boundaries may look different, but keep drawing them. Yeah, keep drawing them. You get what you need each day. But yeah, I appreciate you for asking that question, love. I ain't mean to cry, but y'all know I'm a crybaby. And especially today, I ain't got no cards in my hand keeping me focused. I'm gonna cry for sure. What other questions y'all got? And I know I said I don't have no cards in my hand, but the list is open, okay? So I am eventually gonna have some cards in my hand. If you do want to read it, it's available, okay? But yeah, we are doing the Q&A for the collective. Peace definitely fuels all of everything, child. I promise you it does. It's that rich of a currency. You know what I'm saying? To where it's just you just keep pushing for it, you keep fighting for it.